Having been very ill myself in my childhood, I worked through a number of alternative practitioners that really saved my life. And so I went into a study of counselling and psychology, and then into the energetics, the live circuitry of the body. Emotions are energy in motion. And so any emotion we have is a energy inside of us, like an electricity moving around. A positive energy like happiness has a plus charge, and a negative energy like angriness or grumpiness has a negative charge. And so working with these emotions, traditionally before RR we were looking at increasing people's happiness and really getting away from the grumpiness and the anger and the frustration that we have in our lives, rather than embracing it. And I'd come across various different treatments working with the circuitry, the electrics of these emotions in the body. One is tapping. Some of you may know this, tapping one point at a time on the body. And there are hundreds and hundreds of energy points on the body, and we would tap one point at a time and clear this excess energy or collapse the bad stuff so we can feel better. And I came across a wonderful technique called the tapper's acupressure technique, and we actually hold these points here. And to cut it short, these points here plug into the whole wiring loom of the body, 14 main acupuncture lines containing hundreds of different points at once. This wiring circuit here goes through the nervous system straight into the brain. So we can use this to make a lot of differences. And I've been studying Tapas Fleming's technique, and it seemed to have a deeper, more profound effect on the mind than even the tapping therapies, and working with thoughts very, very well as emotions. And I'd always been very interested that some people have emotions that are thought-led, and some people have thoughts that are emotion-led, and all of us will have a combination of each. And so just working to clear emotions to tidy up our thoughts doesn't help some people, and just working with tidying up our thoughts to clear emotions doesn't work with others. So I wanted something that would work really good in combination. And one day I was sitting down splashing in some rock pools with my doggy, and I thought I would try and experiment and go a little bit further than this and use this technique in a different realm. And a little voice popped up inside my head and said, "I hate love." And I thought, wow, that's quite interesting, considering I've been working in this field for quite a while. Perhaps that's why I needed to come into this field. So I used this technique and just started saying I hate love, clearing the negativity of why I hate love. And it was like a nuclear bomb exploding off inside of my whole body with clearing emotions. And I felt wonderful for a day. And then a few days down the line I was getting kind of more depressed and sad, and I tried everything I knew, all the different tapping and the tapper's acupressure technique, NLP, breathing, body work, and I was just sort of going down. I was perhaps slowing my decline. And through a series of events of opposites that happened that day, which you may learn more about on another video later, it suddenly occurred to me that I hadn't done the opposite. I love love. And I went into this and kept repeating, I love love, while thinking of love. And it was like this other explosion off inside of me, and everything balanced. And so I didn't just clear the negativity I had to love, but I cleared then, this time with loving love, the resistance to loving love. And that made an enormous difference. And from there I expanded it and made a framework that's the cornerstone of collapsing all emotional programs that we don't want, all values that conflict, that get us upset, whether it's people's rudeness because we're polite, whether it's people's dishonesty because we're very, very honest, whether it's people's selfishness because we're very generous. and whole programs of depression that kind of just reduce us to a negative state where we can't handle anything, or panic or anxiety or stress. And we now have about 30 different RR, reflective repatterning frameworks that can be used alongside all sorts of other treatments in body work like NST or Bowen or Rolfing or massage or coaching. We have some great coaching frameworks too. And we have a whole range of treatments that are good for all the different mind therapies, the NLP, the TFT, the EFT, tapping, the different psychological frameworks that are out there. So RR was discovered through love, but also hate.